Hello everyone. In this video, I will tell you about two part of topic. Number one is showing my opinion about the new Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto. And part number two is the usage of modal in request word. Let's go to the part one about the new President Prabowo Subianto. I'm glad to have this chance to speak about our new President Prabowo Subianto. This election has been closely watched and heavily discussed before. It represents a pivotal moment for Indonesia. A new leader means new direction and new possibilities for our country. And I know that with change come both excitement and a sense of uncertainty. In times like this, our nation is filled with diverse voices and opinions, which makes this transition truly democratic. Each of us, whether hopeful or cautious, has a unique perspective, and that's something we should appreciate. I believe it's important to acknowledge that not everyone will feel the same about Prabowo's leadership. Some are excited to see what he'll bring, while others might still have questions. And this is perfectly natural. In a democracy, having varied opinions is a strength. It keeps our leaders accountable and ensure that all voices are heard. From speaking with friends, family, and colleagues, I've heard different views. Some are inspired, some are concerned, but everyone cares deeply about Indonesia. This is a time to listen to each other and find common ground. After all, we're all united in wanting the best for our country. Now, let's talk about our new president, Prabowo Subianto. His journey in public service has been long and complex, spanning both military and political roles. This experience, both and success to the challenge, has shaped him into the leader he is today. He's had a chance to see Indonesia through different lenses: security, governance, and most importantly, the needs of the people. His background in the military might bring a structure, discipline approach to governance. Many people hope that his leadership style will foster stability, encourage responsibility, and promote accountability within our government. He understands that his action will be under close scrutiny, and it's clear that he is willing to make on that responsibility. Prabowo has promised to address some key issues that affect us all, particularly education and infrastructure. Let's start with education. Education is the foundation of a strong nation. Improving our school, providing resources for teachers, and creating equal access for all students are goals that can shape a brighter future for Indonesia. If he follows through on these promises, we might see a future where every child has a chance to learn, grow, and reach their full potential. Then, there's infrastructure, roads, public transport, healthcare facilities. These are things that impact our life every day. It's about connecting communities, boosting local economies, and creating a safe environment for everyone. His plans to enhance these areas show a commitment to not only improving our cities, but also supporting rural areas that often get less attention. This can create jobs and give people in remote areas more opportunities. One of Prabowo's most ambitious goals is to bring our nation closer together. Indonesia is beautifully diverse, with people from many different ethnics, religions, and cultures. And this diversity is a strength. However, to move forward as a nation, we need to feel united, to feel like we're working together for a common goal. Prabowo has repeatedly mentioned his desire to strengthen national identity and pride. While respecting our diversity, he has a challenging task to find ways to bridge divides and create a sense of togetherness across our island. His approach needs to be inclusive, respectful, understanding, because unity cannot be forced. It has to be nurtured. But leadership is a two-way street. We, as citizens, we have a role to play too. If we want to see a positive change, we need to stay informed, participate actively, and hold our leaders accountable. We need to engage in our communities, support one another, and make sure our voice contribute to the direction of our country. Think about how much each other can contribute, whether it's by volunteering, staying informed about policies, or encouraging others to vote. When we participate, we strengthen our democracy and empower our leaders to make better decisions for everyone. As we look ahead, let's give our new president the support he needs to make positive change. Let's hope he listens to the voice of the people and follows through on his commitments. I truly believe that if we work together, government and citizen, we can achieve a future where every Indonesian has the chance to thrive. Thank you for listening and let's move forward together, united in hope and determination for a brighter Indonesia. Let's go to the part 2, the usage of modal in request word. The definition is modal verbs are auxiliary verb in English that express necessity, ability, permission, possibility, or willingness. They modify the main verb to indicate the speaker's attitude or intention about the action. Common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, and should. Verb number one is can. The function of this verb is used for casual, direct requests, typically among friends, family, and colleagues. Politeness level is basic politeness, but straightforward, good for informal context. Example, for requests, can you close the window? Or offering help is, can I get that for you? Can also imply ability, I can help you with that. Adding please can soften the tone without making it too formal. Can you please pass the sugar? Verb number two is cool. The function of this verb is both polite and versatile, making it ideal for formal or professional contexts. It suggests a tentative or less forceful request, showing respect for the other person's autonomy. Politeness level is moderate to high politeness, suitable for semi-formal to formal situation. Example for request is, could you check these documents for me? Or asking a favor, could you help me move this box? Could is often more polite than can because it softens the request. It can also imply potential, could you possibly, which making it less demanding. Verb number three is will. The function of this verb is will. Is direct but not impolite. It is often used when there's an expectation that the person will agree, especially in work or social context. Politeness level is moderate politeness, but more assertive than cool, making it suitable for colleges or people of equal status. Example for direct request is, Will you attend the meeting on Friday? Or for offering is, will you need any help with this? Will is also commonly used when making an arrangement or setting up plans, as in, will you be there by 8? So, number 4 is will. The function of this verb is more formal and is often used to be extra polite. It's suitable for requests where you don't want to appear too demanding. Politeness level is high politeness, very polite and suitable for professional and formal contexts. Example for request is, would you mind reviewing my report? Or polite offer is, would you like me to take care of that for you? Would you mind is particularly polite and is almost like asking for permission to make the request. Adding please increases politeness further. Would you mind helping me, please? Verb number 5 is may. This function of this verb is often used to ask for permission rather than to request an action. It's suitable for a very formal context. Politeness level is high, formal, used when courtesy is paramount or in hierarchical settings. Example, the request for permission is, may I join you for the discussion? Or polite inquiry is, may I have a moment of your time? May can sometimes sound overly formal or outdated in casual settings, but it's appropriate when addressing superiors or in settings where formality is expected. Verb number 4 is might. The function of this verb is rarely used directly in requests, but can be used for tentative or very polite inquiries. Politeness level is very high, overly polite, often used in indirect requests. For example, for indirect request is, might you be available to discuss this? Or very tentative offer is, might I suggest another approach? Might make a request sound even less demanding than could or would. It used when you unsure of the other person's availability or willingness to fulfill the request. Verb number 7 is shall. The function of this verb is more common in British English and is typically used to make polite offer or suggestion rather than request. Politeness level is neutral to high, depending on context. For example, for offer, shall I open the window? Suggestion, shall we begin the meeting now? Shall is relatively formal and not as common in American English, where should or could are more frequently used. Verb number 8 is should. The function of this verb is not commonly used for requests, but is frequently used to give advice or make recommendation. Politeness level is generally polite, but not used for straightforward requests. For example, suggestion, should you need any assistance, let me know. Or for advice is, you should consider updating the file. Using should in request is often indirect and implies the person might choose to act if they feel it's appropriate. So, that's it for my video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.